Can't wait to throw away all that crap. Anyways, Matt Pratt here with Hustleworks. You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and follow me, because every week I'm posting stuff like this. Where did we leave off? Our last video, we got our taillights installed and we unboxed a couple parts I was waiting on. So let's get right back to it with installing that new Smitty built Stinger stubby bumper. Bumper is on. I think it looks pretty good. I like it, man. It's clean, it's not too wide. Gives it that Jeep look. You know, I'm definitely liking this whole Stinger look. I was never really a Stinger fan. Some people make Stingers like huge, but this one's actually not bad. And I took that stupid stone guard, whatever you call that thing here off, and look at the dirt that it leaves, man. So gross. Like, oh god. I sprayed it with some chemicals I use in the booth to help break it up, and it's still like years and years of like thickness on here. Really gross. I can't wait to really wash this thing down. So this is a waterborne cleaner. You can get those from your paint company, and they're really good at like taking mud and waterborne stuff off. Like, it takes off sap, it takes off mud and dirt, oil prints, a lot of stuff that other solvent style cleaners can't take off. So, and yeah, it just stained it up pretty good. If I'm gonna clean that off, I'm gonna have to like wet sand and buff it. So, but anyways, I could clean this Jeep for hours right now. It just needs it so bad. But Stinger looks good. This Jeep is really coming together. So really liking it. Doesn't stick out too far on the sides. It's really clean looking. So awesome. On to the light bulb. Got my first part of my brackets on there. They're kind of hokey. I definitely cavemaned it with this anvil and this vise. anvil, that's what I use it as. I do have a stand for this, but I just haven't hooked it up yet. Just been way too busy, so it actually wasn't bad with it being mobile. So anyways, looks pretty good, does the job. I just need to make a support bracket from here to here, just to help hold all that up, but I just was not paying a couple $100 for some brackets for a $75 light bar, so I've always made them in the past, and that's just always what worked cheapest for me. But I definitely liking that thin light bar look. It's just so clean and hidden, like it's barely there. So can't wait to test it out and see if it lights up just as good as the thicker ones. So, all right, let's finish this up. Yeah, open the doors up today. It's nice out. Anyways, and that's about what the bracket's gonna look like. Probably gonna create some wind noise with this little pocket in here. I don't really care. This Jeep probably won't have a top on it 90% of the time. I'm not gonna be paying attention to wind noise. I'm really just concerned about supporting this bracket as best I can, because this kind of sticks out pretty far, you know, in order to. And I got this thing as close as I can get it without touching, so, because this thing is long, man. This thing is like that wide. So, well anyways, let's bend up the other side and see if I can make it match. And there we go. That's about as good as it's gonna get, so. Contemplating whether I should tack these up on the car, because I know if I don't, they're gonna move around and not fit up the same way. We'll see. Maybe I'll tack them and then bolt them back up here. So, but anyways, this is what they look like. I just got to round off my edges, weld this thing up, apply some paint. These things should be good. I definitely should have put some tape on these pillars because they are scratching the hell out of them, but nothing that a little bit of wet sand and polish won't fix, hopefully. Alright, got her tacked up. Gonna make a few small little adjustments, but other than that, it looks pretty good. Looks like it's gonna fit kind of how I want it to. So let's lay the whole bead and let's hope it stays just like this. Alright, she fits pretty good. Good enough for me. Let's hope I can do that other side. Alright, bracket number 2 is tacked up. I'm trying to turn my heat up a little bit, see if I can get that weld and melt in a little bit better. Hopefully it'll turn out a little bit better than the other weld. So, cool. There we go, all welded up. I got too scared, man. I turned the heat up and then I turned the wire speed up, so it still put out a lot of wire to sit on top. I'm just too afraid to burn through on something stupid like this. So everything looks good though. The light bar is pretty much centered. It's got the right height and everything. So the next part is a couple little adjustments on here. Just got to beat it with a hammer a little bit. I want to grind down the edges and drill 2 holes in the back, paint it, and then rivet this sucker on. So, and then after that's just wiring, which I am not going to do just yet because that kind of is not my expertise. So cool. And that is it for this thing. I got a few little things I want to do to it, like paint this and paint this, but pretty much for now this thing is good to go. Just gonna get it to my work, get an alignment put on it, oil change, all the fluids, and tag it. I just want to drive it, you know, so I'll get back to this stuff later. I do have a hard top that I want to paint and match for it, and I also got another kind of top, a little bikini top I'm gonna put on, because this is definitely coming off. So maybe later I'll make a video like that after I get it on the road, but to throw away all this crap. So well, anyways, next week tune in, because I got some cool stuff coming up next week.